Hello, it's me. Well, that was weird how I said that. Okay, I think that was a message for somebody. I am Scary Star Being with Scary's Wide World of Mystery. Scary's Wide World of Mystery is what my channel was originally named when I started it. And when I started it, I was going through a lot. In fact, I was healing from some really intense traumatic events that had occurred in my life. And I didn't really have anyone to talk to about it that could relate or help me feel better. I mean, I'd even tried certain therapists and it was a fail. Because not very many people have been through the extreme amount of trauma that I have. And there are some people that have been through worse, you know. And those are my people because they get it. Except for some of them don't get it because they've been through too much, you know, and now they're desensitized to that shit. But that's besides the point. I love all of you. So I don't always know where my lines or my boundaries lie when it comes to sharing, but I try not to share anything that would be too traumatic, you know, for others to hear. Because I understand it can be traumatic to hear that somebody that you know, may care about. I mean, that's when it's traumatic, is when you care about them and you hear that something bad has happened, you know. At least normal people are like that. Anyway, not everybody. We can't all be psychos, right? Anyway. Just been thinking a lot about people and how much I miss having people around me that I could trust, you know? And how much I would like that again in my life. I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but it feels like I'm hitting a pretty resonant chord there. Felt it pull on both my heart and my solar plexus. So that means it does connect to others' experience as well. And if it connects to your experience, then welcome. You are now home. You are amongst kin, you know. I don't know what else to tell you, but just know that you're not alone. I seriously thought that the Perseverance landed today, guys, because it played the replay of the live feed. And, you know, sometimes I'll watch NASA to go to sleep. And because it's boring most of the time, you know, it's just a bunch of talking. But then Perseverance landed and everyone started celebrating and just being extra. I loved it and I felt like I was part of it. And then I backed out of the video and it was 10 months ago. But I still feel like it had some sort of significance to me, you know. Because at first I was like, man, of course it happened during Mars and Capricorn. Of course. It's named Perseverance. Capricorn is the mountain goat that perseveres up the mountain. Alright? They don't let anything stop them. I mean, they keep climbing. And I'm having the longest Venus return that I can remember. Alright, I have no idea if I've had any previous to this one, but My Venus is in Capricorn at 29 degrees in my ninth house. And it's my favorite Venus placement. And fight me if you don't agree. Just kidding. No, I really like me of Venus and Gemini as well. Because, they can keep up with me and we can have a good time. But you know how hard those little unicorns are to catch. But that's probably the real reason why they're not popular. But that's just my personal opinion. And I'll tell you that it's my personal opinion, so you don't have to believe it if you don't want to. You know, I think it's nice to do that. Yeah, I like to watch hella tarot, guys. It's so much fun. It's like living all of these lives that you didn't realize you were living. I don't know. I like to have fun with it. Sometimes I take it too seriously, especially when something hits me in the gut and I'm like, oh shit. Someone just told me some really hard truth to hear. But, that's the beauty of it, I guess, is that it will trigger my intuition as well as my wounds, okay? It's amazing. It's really helped me heal because, I mean, granted, if you're raw right now because you just got out of something traumatic, I wouldn't recommend it, but you just have to take everything with a grain of salt that is said, because it may or may not be true for you, so you gotta pay attention to your own intuition, and in order to know if the story that they told is resonant with you, or the details in the story resonate with you, It just depends. Sometimes the whole thing will be like to the T, and sometimes you might get a couple of messages out of a reading. I channel now, so that's how I read people. I read people's energies. And I tell them what they carry, the burdens that they carry, so that they may release them if they wish, Or they can carry them with them still. I'm learning to let people carry their own burdens, because I used to try to carry their burdens for them, and now I'm getting too old for that shit. Let me tell you, I have enough burdens, thank you. I need blessings now. If you're not a blessing to my life, then that's why I'm not talking to you anymore. You have nothing to offer me, is what I mean. And I don't mean that in a materialistic way, I mean that in a spiritualistic way. Like, how do you feed and protect my soul? How do you grow my soul? And if you try to grow my soul in a way that damages my soul instead, I have to move away from you and go to where I can thrive, right? Because we came here to grow our souls. And sometimes, you get into a relationship and at first it's really good for you, and then you outgrow it, And you gotta just move on, because it's no longer the loving union that it used to be, And there's a lot of way resentment can creep into a relationship, guys. Like, I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about all of the ways that resentment creeped into the relationship that I had last. It was a lot on my side, for sure. Anyway, but yeah, that's something that can separate people and make them not, that they should not be around each other anymore. You know what I mean? I don't know how else to say it, but specifically if there's abuse happening. Anyway, I like talking to you guys. I don't know if you like listening to me, but if you do, hopefully there's something in it for you, right? Hopefully you gain something, some insight from something that I babbled on about. Maybe you felt less alone in the world, you know? Anyway, I will talk to you later. Okay, bye.